Oh yes, Ethereum back about $3,900. A lot of altcoins start to wake up again, printing double-digit gains today. Welcome everybody back to the Vitaly Dubin Crypto Show. This Friday, we're seeing a lot of amazing bullish news that I want to discuss with you today. So you are getting ready for the next big pump to the upside. One of the biggest news that we are seeing right now is on the Solana chain. Now it is possible to purchase pre-IPO stocks. We're going to talk about that. What does it mean? It's absolutely insane. And let's dive right into the show. So we're seeing altcoins like Pendle up 19%, Aerodrome Finance up 15%, Mantle up 13%. On the day, we're seeing that Bitcoin is trading around $116,600 and Ethereum back above $3,900, looking very bullish here on the day. We just have reached $3,960, which correspond to some of the highest levels we've seen in December 2024. All we need is a little bit of push beyond this level, and then the next point is going to be $5,500 for Ethereum, and that's not the stop. We'll talk about some very bullish Ethereum news that we are seeing and why this is not too late yet. So we are seeing that President Trump just nominated pro-Bitcoin advocate Stephen Miran to the Federal Reserve Board. He says Bitcoin should have a meaningful role in the US monetary policy. This is absolutely huge, right? As a new generation, a new guy for the Federal Reserve Board is going to change a lot of things. Lower the interest rate and maybe invest more money into Bitcoin. So as you know, yesterday we talked about that. A huge news that Trump just signed the executive order that changes everything. Your 401ks can now buy Bitcoin. The pension funds, $43 trillion in retirement money, just got access to crypto. So when you think about that, and if you ask Grok, what is the different scenarios, if we different allocations of these pensions funds from 1% to 5%, how much it can move the price of Bitcoin. So this is the answer. With a 1% allocation, Bitcoin price can reach $142,000 to $170,000, even beyond $170,000 to $230,000. And with a 5% allocation, a $225 billion inflow could increase the market cap by 112 to 225%, implying a price range, drums roll, $245,000 to $435,000 per Bitcoin. So there is a lot of excitement coming from this new executive orders of Donald Trump, which can take the market way, way, way higher. And that's why we see the billionaire Galaxy CEO, Mike Novogratz. It says, if Trump opens 401ks for crypto, there will be massive BTC inflows. Check it out.
Bull market. Enjoy it while it lasts. Never does. Bull market. Enjoy it while it lasts. Never does. We're in a bull market. Trump last night came out and talked about crypto assets being eligible for 401ks. That's a monster pool of capital. And what we're just seeing is through these treasury companies, through all kinds of different avenues, the aperture of being able to buy crypto being widened and widened and widened. More avenues bringing people into the tent. I think one of the things that I actually didn't even comprehend is these treasury companies have done so well. The public equity markets are so much bigger than what the crypto markets were. And so as we're really broadening our reach through public equities into our asset class, you're just seeing tons of money pour in.
Tons of money pouring in. Hope that you heard it correctly, that so much money is gonna come into the market. We are just getting started over here. Big breaking news, Ferrari is now accepting Bitcoin and crypto as payment method in US, in Europe. So if you're thinking to buy the Ferrari cars, well, you can now do it with Bitcoin and with crypto. This is increasing the adoption of the crypto space, and companies are just jumping in. We're seeing the Spain's third largest bank BBVA partners with Binance to keep Bitcoin and crypto off the exchanges. So the banks are coming big time into the crypto. As you know, we're seeing the El Salvador just announced to launch a Bitcoin bank. That's right, a Bitcoin bank. There we go. There we go. That's what I want to see more happening in the world. Bitcoin banks popping up left and right and different countries. And of course, El Salvador is leading the way. We're seeing the dominance. The dominance of the Bitcoin is going down. And when we break this 60% level, we're going to start to see altcoins just pump and pump a lot. And that's exactly what we are anticipating with the next moves. We're seeing that 82% of S&P 500 companies beat quarterly earnings estimate despite President Trump tariffs. Despite all of the chaos created by the tariffs, we're seeing the companies, the S&P 500 is actually doing very, very well and recovered a lot since the April 2025 dump, right? If you measure the move, it was a dump over here of about 20%, and from this it recovered by 30% already. So what should it tell you? When it dips like that, the stock market, it's a great opportunity to buy. So what else we're seeing here? The 401k Bitcoin will cause the price to explode to $175,000 by the end of the year, according to Grog. We're seeing the mayor of Panama's capital says he wants the Panama Canal to accept Bitcoin and profits to be put into national reserve. Again, more countries waking up to Bitcoin strategic reserve. We're seeing new Ethereum treasury company Fundamental Global Incorporated files to raise $5 billion to buy Ethereum. Absolutely massive. So we're not seeing close yet to the potential of Ethereum of where it is going to go. You know, we are on the verge right now to breaking the all-important $3,900, $4,000 level. And once we break it, the next phase for Ethereum, we can go all the way to 5,500, and in the bull market even reach the peak of the market, reached $10,000, maybe even more than that. If you ask Tom Lee is moving 12 times faster than Michael Saylor in acquiring Ethereum than Michael Saylor is acquiring Bitcoin. In his recent interview, he is saying that his target is to hit 5% of all Ethereum sometimes in 2026. That's 6 million Ethereum at $20 billion at current prices. So they're looking to invest $20 billion into Ethereum. And he's buying as fast as possible to lock in anything below $10,000. And he still thinks Ethereum has 100x upside, and Ethereum can even flip Bitcoin. I don't know about that, but Ethereum would be worth $40 trillion if he's right on that. And that is absolutely massive. And we are seeing the institutional investors, of course, they keep on piling in and buying. They bought on the 7th of August $222 million of Ethereum. That should tell you something. We see Jack Dorsey's block increase their Bitcoin holdings by 108 Bitcoin in second quarter, now holding $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. We're seeing big institutional players. They keep showing up to Aptos, and Aptos is on the candidate to be the next ETF that's going to be launched, because BlackRock, Franklin Templeton, Apollo are building on Aptos. So this is something not to take in for granted. If you look at the price of Aptos right now, it is currently sitting on the price of $4.06. So in this bull market, I mean, this is a pretty good price to be catching Aptos over here, because once Aptos start to move just to reach the previous high, that's around 200% from where it is right now. Not bad, not bad at all. We're seeing over here $680 billion Visa CEO says Bitcoin and crypto will boom like the e-commerce in the 1990s. We may see a massive adoption in the next decade. So he's a very, very wise man. You should listen to him. Hyperliquid Hype captured 35% of all blockchain revenues in July of 2025. So are you holding any Hype? Hype has been outperforming. Hype has been absolutely on a tear. This token over here that creates so much of the volume on this DEX is currently trading on $41. $41, up 5% today. Incredible. We're seeing that pre-stocks are live. So this is absolutely huge. Starting today, anyone can trade tokenized pre-IPO stocks on Solana. The private markets are now open. So we're seeing OpenAI, companies like SpaceX, Anthropic AI, Kraken, Discord, Epic Games. We can start trading them on Jupiter. So you can see SpaceX, for example, the price currently is $686 over here. You can see the trading volume. You can see OpenAI is currently trading at $533. I mean, look at this. It's not behaving like a typical meme. It's like a pre-stock IPO, but currently it's very early. Token liquidity is $817,000. We have 1,400 traders. I mean, the access to this now opens to everyone, and it's gonna follow the actual stock price. Okay, and I mean, it's currently, like you can see, the amount of holders here is not big, but it just opens the possibilities of how you can use crypto, and especially on Solana, to position yourself in some of the pre-IPO, pre-publicly owned stocks. We see another company to establish $200 million corporate treasure built around Solana. There you go. I think Solana right now, Solana is like the Ethereum of the ICO era, because right now a lot of people think that Solana is about the memes and with pump.fun, and it has this image of this blockchain where people trade memes on. But that's what we had on Ethereum back in the day when a lot of ICOs were launching on Ethereum, and people didn't want to buy it at $100 or $200 price points, and now it is like light years ahead from the $200 price point. It's like 20x from those times. Okay, so this is where I think Solana is right now. It's still very cheap. If you're using Solana, Axiom Exchange is absolutely tearing it. Axiom Pro just surpassed Hyperliquid in 24-hour revenue. A lot of users are using Axiom Pro to trade on Solana. It's the gateway to DeFi. I use it as well, so you can check it out. And there is a lot of craziness, of course, coming in here. And if you don't know what you're doing, don't buy some stupid things here, because 99.9999% of the tokens launched here are pure scams and rug pulls. Pengu just flipped bonk to become the #1 meme coin on Solana. #1 meme coin on Solana. That is massive, guys, massive. So we are seeing Pengu is moving. Pengu. Let's take a look at the price of Pengu over here. Pengu USDT. Yeah, it's been performing lately very, very nicely. You can see this is the weekly chart. If you look at a daily chart, well, since April time, it's up 680%. So there you go. Pengu, Pudgy Pengu Penguins. Let's see how far they will go. And the original hat from Solana meme coin, Dogwiz hat, being auctioned, 6 hours remaining. They want the original hat auctioning for $744,000. Crazy. But that's what I got for you guys today. So yeah, right now, if you got position into altcoins, where it's just sit on it, because bigger price was coming. If you are not yet, well, you might be picking up some coins like Pepe, perhaps. This is more high risk, high volatility coins. Picking up some. Look at XRP, also been on a tear since July, from $2 over here all the way to $3.3. Massive moves for XRP. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode of Today in Crypto Show.